they basically changed the rules. So basically, I wasn't anywhere near as bad as Charlie. I just very politely said I'm gutted that I didn't get to stream because it's not often I get pole position and all that stuff. And then basically they were just like. They were just like, well, they put in an announcement in one of the tier chats or something, I think, and basically said, if you want to stream, then you can, but just like make sure that it includes the league's name in the title of the stream, and also and then also if the streamers say that you're lagging too much for the official stream, then they'll DM you to tell you to stop the stream, and then like if you don't comply, then you get disqualified effectively, or something along those lines. But yeah, anyway, welcome to the stream to like the people that are watching. If you're wondering why it's now at an earlier time than last week, it's because last week I was deemed to be too quick, quote unquote, for tier 3, so they've decided to put me into tier what is this, 2? Why am I trying to look at a watch to try and identify if it's what fucking tier it is? I mean, I don't even own a watch, so why would I... Never mind. Imagine not having a Series X. Could never be me. How about less talk on liveries and more talk on actually just fucking getting my viewer count up on my stream so that I can get to affiliate quicker? Yeah? How about that? Can't lie, it's going to be interesting, in terms of qualifying here. Because, like, we've got 19 folk here, so... Yep. Yep, that would be very helpful. You know what's funny is now that the bot stops those streamers going, oh, do you want to become famous? Then buy followers and views here, sort of thing. Yeah, because Nightbot fucking stops about 95% of them, they keep trying to slide into that whisper feature you get on Twitch now instead. Yeah. I think DRT needs to change their primary colour to red because, like, I think red and black would just look so much better. Eh. Oh my god, I've actually got 3 viewers now. Magpie is not in my race just now, at least not that I can see, so, you know. I don't think he is, no. So, yeah, just to rephrase for the people that just tuned in, if you're wondering why, oh, I can't even English, if you're wondering why I'm streaming earlier than last week, for this league, it's because they, for some reason, have decided that because I got a very rare pole position and then proceeded to lead all but 4 or 5 laps of the race, that I am quote unquote too quick for that tier, so they bumped me up to tier 2, which takes place at 6 p.m. instead of 9 p.m. So that's you all up to date there. Oh dear. And the host has read it up, which means that we are ready to fucking go. Like, you could do a black and yellow home and then a black and red away or something, maybe. Alright, let's see what weather forecast we're going to get here. Because it is sparse, so it is highly likely they're just going to pish it down. What do you mean DRT Andrew is online? I've been online for like the past fucking half an hour, mate. What you on? Crack? Ah. Okay, lovely stuff. Oh god, don't. Just don't. I mean, she won't be able to, or she won't have to keep logging into my account for much longer, because as soon as it hits Halloween on the 31st, she should be able to re-enable the game share, so she doesn't have to keep logging into my account. So, well, I will do, because I've got her as a friend on Xbox as well. So, you know, I'll still be able to see if she goes in the strip club there. Oh, you have got to be. Oh boy, this is not going to end well. Okay, so rain in the race for like the first 5 or so laps. No, not for the first 5 or so laps, for the first 5 minutes of the race. It's dry in quali just now, but it does say it's going to fucking pish it down at some point. Q2 it says it's going to pish it down at some point. Q3 it says it's going to pish it down at some point. Oh boy. Going to make things interesting. Long story short, I was born up here. I moved down to Kent when I was like 4 years old, sort of thing. And then around 2006, however old I was back then, because my maths is shit, I moved back up here. And sort of because I had this thing where I didn't actually say my first word until I was 4 years old, yeah, I mean, I had to have speech therapy and all sorts to get me to fucking start talking and whatnot, and even then I fucking talk gibberish. Oh dear. So yeah, as a result, yeah. Yeah. So that's why I've got this. Yeah, that's why I've got this shitty fucking English accent because I've never been able to fucking shift it.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Oh boy, I am not looking forward to having to drive this fucking Mercedes. Oh dear. First time I've driven the Mercedes on this game, so this is going to be fun. Fat stomach. Yeah, I just saved you there. Okay. Yeah. No, just the ones at Spa and Monza where Ferrari obviously won. About half a second off of pole. Well, not pole, but like provisional P1. Know what I meant. Yeah, it was one of the best overtaking opportunities if you don't have DRS, you know? Especially if you're going for a last lap move to win the race and all that, you know? It's the first time I've ever driven a Mercedes on this game as well, so it's going to take me a bit of getting used to it. The front end actually, and the rear end for that matter, has a lot more grip than what I was expecting it to be fair, so Because normally in previous F1 games, the Mercedes has been very understeery and oversteery for me.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Yeah, I hate what they've done with that curb. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate what they've done there. Yeah, exactly. Because like that was one of the things that gave me a lot of pace around here on previous F1 games, is because I could just ride that fucking curb.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah. Yeah, if you put your wheels on here, on that curb there, where as I came out of that corner there, like if you put your wheels on there and then touch the overtake button, it can make the rear end very, very lively. Yeah. I just thought I'd slow down there because I thought this oh no, it's gone into the pits anyway. I thought this Alpine ahead of me that's just gone into the pits might have been on about to start a lap, and I didn't want him to have to slow down too much, thinking that he needed to get out of my way. You just had to make it weird, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Yeah. 9 minutes left in the session. Pardon me. Yeah, it was in case there's any kids watching, because I've got to teach them manners and all that, don't I? It really isn't, mate. It really isn't. Normally when I end up teaching folks stuff, it ends up being all the wrong sort of stuff. Like swear words, how to commit mass genocide on a video game, like Grand Theft Auto. Rhino tanks are so old, mate. You need to go out and get yourself a fucking Kanjalu, mate. Fucking way better. I don't think there's a single vehicle on... Yeah. Like, I don't think there's a single vehicle on Grand Theft Auto that is brilliant for committing mass murder that I don't already own. Yep. I actually had 2 of them at one point. Sold one of them though because I thought it was a bit pointless in the end. Because I had one that had rockets on it, and then I had another one that had the explosive minigun on it, because I was just experimenting when it first came out as to which one might be the better option. Am I still P6? Yeah, I am, okay. How far off am I? Yeah, half a second. That's not too bad in terms of quality pace by my standards, because normally in tiers where people are quicker than me, I'm normally about a second off the pace. So that's not actually too bad for me there, so. Dear. No, that's only applicable if it's wet. Why don't I just do it? Why don't I just you know, get a massive hose pipe and then spray water over every grid slot apart from my own? That way I'll get bestiality starts and then everyone else will get shit starts. No, get a hose pipe and use a load of water, mate. That's all you have to do. I mean, how hard can it be? I know, but like, it'll be okay once you've actually got speed coming out of the final chicane and all that. It's just to give myself a better launch that I want to do it for, so, you know. Position am I? Yep, still 6th. That's not too bad.
Our best is a 143.
For me, I choose to uphold whatever amendment the Americans say and choose not to comment. Well, let's just put it this way. It normally involves a lot of pranks and, yeah. No. That's child's play, mate. I do stuff that makes children pranks look like fucking amateurs. Well, let's put it this way. A few years back, right, I saw one of my mates getting into a car, so I put on that Call of Duty Ghosts balaclava that they used to wear back in Call of Duty Ghosts. If I can put on one of those and then just like dressed in all black and try to sneak up on them as they were getting in their car. And when she saw me coming, she literally thought I was a fucking carjacker. It wasn't until I removed my balaclava that she fucking breathed a sigh of relief. No, if I'm dressing as a Call of Duty character, I need a fucking semi-automatic rifle, mate. Unfortunately, they seem to be illegal in this country. I can't imagine why. You know what's really bad is I had a friend that went to America once, and she told me, right, that if you go into America's version of Asda, they actually sell on the shelves fucking, yeah, I think it's called Walmart, yeah. They actually sell on the fucking shelves fucking actual fucking proper weapons, like guns, assault rifles, RPGs even. Mate, it's America. Anything fucking goes in America. Exactly. Yeah, it's bloody brilliant. Like, no, do you want to know what they do in America though? Instead of actually like having practice fire drills like they do in schools over here, they actually have like something called target practice instead. I know it is kind of bad, but I can see why. Because the secondary school in my town that I once upon a time went to, but my cousin Cole was still at the time. I don't know if he still is at school these days, but when he was at school at the time, it was like about maybe 2-3 years ago, basically. This kid basically went into the school with a knife and stabbed someone, and well, the person died. So yeah, it is a shame. But the question I had, which was probably A, understandable, but B, also highly inappropriate, was that given the fact that obviously knife crime has been on the increase across the UK for like the best part of 10 years, how has it not happened sooner? I mean, my deepest condolences, obviously, to the family of the kid that died and all that. But like, I'm amazed that it didn't happen sooner, especially when I was at there. Because trust me, with me saying stuff as it is, I'm amazed that no one tried to fucking stab me. I do love how a lot of folk in the tier chat here are complaining because someone is in game chat just munching on food and all that. They're telling him to shut the fuck up and mute his mic, sort of thing. And then people are like, and then people basically are like, oh, why doesn't he just shut the fuck up or mute his mic and all that? And then someone's just basically went, yeah, well, he should fucking mute his mic because people are trying to concentrate, and him munching on stuff is putting the folk off. So, you know. Oh wow, look how competitive that top 10 is. Just half a second between the top 10. Fucking hell. Yeah, just. Okay. There. Right. This week on Too Late to Look. Villa fans on a bender. Cristiano's. No, I can't finish that because I'm streaming. Oh dear. 15 minutes and then it's gonna piss it down. Oh boy.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt him and all that. I just sent him an invite thinking. Okay.
complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
Says rain is inbound in about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to try and do a lap on the mediums and just hope it's enough, because I don't want to start on the softs, because I think the softs would be better towards the end of the race. We'll need maximum fucking concentration to be able to pull this one off, that's for damn sure. And I need to cane it on the outlap just to get the heat into the tyres. Oh god, everyone's fucking queuing. Don't need this, I want to maintain heat in my fucking tyres.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. Okay, we can take you this lap. Checks complete. We're ready.
Fucking hell, my reflex is coming in clutch there. I don't think you saw what happened on my stream there, but put it this way, someone trying to rejoin the circuit after spinning out at no name, I'm lucky that they didn't collect me as they tried to rejoin there. Yeah. Put it politely, I would not have been amused if that had happened.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
That track's gone. Fuck.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Shit.
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
Bollocks. What? Yep. I've owned every Forza game dating back to Forza Motorsport 3. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just annoyed because on the call down that back to the pits, someone spun out at the top of Radion, and I was just coming through actually relatively slowly for that matter, and I didn't see them until the last minute and went into them and ripped my front wheel off. I mean, I wasn't getting through to Q3 anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but still. Oh, I'm so annoyed about that fucking crash at the top of Adion, though. Because, like, it's just one of those things where neither of us could actually fucking help it. So, because, like, we were both cool on our cooldown laps coming back to the pits. And then, well, yeah. Don't need to say anything else, do I? Oh, boy. Oh dear. The worst bit though is the person that I went into the back of during all that. He's basically got a 5-place grid drop for it now. So I'm really hoping that he actually has a good qualifying, so that the accident hasn't ruined him too badly. You know, I'm gonna ride on board with him and hope he actually gets a good lap in. Because he shouldn't have got a penalty for that, because that's like no one's fault really. The game just sort of like fucked us up both over by like like the game's fucked him over by giving him a grid drop, and the game's fucked me over by basically giving me very little to no time to react to him spinning out at the top of Adion, you know? Dear. Yeah, he just doesn't. He doesn't deserve that grid drop, but there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately, because yeah, yeah. I know. You do need to stop doing that to yourself, though. To be fair, but yeah. That Porsche has one of the big fucking body kits as well that's come to the game as well, the GT2 RS. Because I've seen a preview image of it somewhere, actually. I can't remember if it was on Twitter or Facebook or something, but I did see a preview image of it. It's got like a body kit that makes it look like a fucking GTLM sort of like Le Mans car, you know? Yeah, there's... Hey, on the subject of Viper driftings and all that, right? You know the Viper Formula Drift car that's on Forza Horizon 4, I think it is? Yeah, I've seen the YouTube video of that car in action on their channel called Daily Driven Exotics. It was mental. And you know the sponsors on the door panel, they light up in the dark. Here, I'll link you the video while I'm sort of waiting here. I'll send it to you on Discord DMs if I can find it quickly on YouTube, sort of thing. It should be on my viewed history, so shouldn't take me too long to fucking find it. I think it was, if I get the link copied, there we go, copy link. I think, Jazzy, once I find you on my DM history, because I think it's been a while since I've last DM'd you, there we go. It should be that video there. Oh shit, Jack. Please. Ah, phew, he's still able to go. It was nearer towards the end of the video where you see the Viper drift car, but yeah. I thought you'd like that. Oh. Yeah, these track conditions look bad. Like, it's not wet enough for full blue marked wets, but it's too wet for the green marked intermediates. I know, it's like a really bad crossover point, you know? Because like, I'm looking, everyone's going out on the full blue marked wets to see if they can improve on them, but they're finding that they can't because there's no grip on them because it's not wet enough for them. But then those that have gone out on the green marked intermediates are finding that it's basically too wet for those tyres. So it's just so bad. Yeah. Oh man, Jack's had a fucking shitter in this quali session. Fucking hell, he's not even going to be able to get another lap on. Oh man, I feel bad for him now because he's basically going to end up probably dropping behind me because of that grid drop because he's P9. I'm P13. He's got a 5-place grid drop, so that's 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he's going to be behind me because of that, for fuck's sake. I wanted him to be ahead of me because of that fucking Q2 incident, because he didn't deserve that grid drop, because there was like literally nothing either of us could have fucking done about it, but he's now going to fucking start behind me, annoyingly. Oh, man. I feel bad for him, to be fair. Like, he's done literally fuck all wrong, and the game's just given him a fucking grid drop. Bloody hell. I think there's only one more person that's actually on a valid lap at the moment, because everyone else is invalidated, so let's see what this Red Bull gets when he crosses the finish line. That's fucking stupid though. The game's giving him a penalty for something that no one could actually do anything about. Okay. I've left Jack an apology in the tier chat, so hopefully he's chill about it. Which one's? Meat pie. Isn't that like a pie that has like big chunks of beef in it or something? Yeah. Nice. Oh dear, let's see what the fucking starting conditions are like, because it says it's going to rain for like very lightly for like the first 5 or so laps. But I think it might be one of those scenarios where it just isn't wet enough for inters, but it's not dry enough for slicks. Yeah. Yeah, it's just obviously Belgium, for some reason, the track weather conditions can be a bit temperamental. You can jinx the whole track chat if you want, but then I will turn up in a state park control gunship and we will all be killed. What? Oh wow, okay. I suppose that's better than nothing. What's the good news about your internet? Got 2 minutes before we're allowed to ready up. Gonna go slick probably very quickly, I'd imagine, judging by the very forecast here. Oh boy. Need to think strat-wise here for when it does go slick, because obviously because it's starting in the wet, you don't necessarily need to use 2 compounds, so depending on the lap, I might just go fucking hards to the end, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Oh dear. Someone's readied up. Turned my diff up for the wet weather conditions to start off with, just so that the wheels don't slip up as much when you put the power down. So, yeah. Starting P12, so...
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Oh, it's back. Oh, lovely. Yep. 13th, but I got bumped up a position to 12th because of the fact that during Q2, when I was already 13th, and I was just on a cool down lap because the track conditions deteriorated to the point I couldn't improve. What then ended up happening was someone spun at the top of Radion, and even though I was going very slowly, there was literally nothing I could do to avoid the inevitable. Not really, no. I mean, there was a few people that spun out at the top of Radion, but none of them really DNF'd, at least in qualifying, at least. So, just that SLR chap behind me, he qualified P9, but he got a 5-place drop for when I went into him at the top of Radion, because he was the one that I couldn't avoid, sadly, so... Yeah, it's going to dry up very, very quickly. I reckon probably about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe less. Because the forecast goes 5 minutes wet and then at 10 minutes it's dry, so it could be any time between 5 and 10 minutes before it actually stops raining. So I'm just trying to think what I would do when the track conditions improve, because if there's no safety cars around, I might try my luck and go hards to the end. 22. It depends how quick it dries up, because if it doesn't, because like the hards around here can go from start to finish theoretically, and bearing in mind that because it's starting off wet, there's no need to use 2 compounds, so theoretically you could try and do a one-stopper from intes to hards if need be. Yeah. Yeah, because everyone else around me, if everyone else goes on to anything other than hards, then they're probably not going to make it without having to make another pit stop, so... Yep. Bloody hell. Yeah, I can never do starts in the wet, unfortunately.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
Just try and survive at the top of Radion and then fucking push the overtake. I'll pull out of the slipstream just a bit so I can spot the braking zone. Now that one needs to go to fucking Veloce. Thank you.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Yep. I will do after the race, because I think that was a pretty solid overtake there, because that's a very tough place to overtake, especially when you're on the outside. They have beeped people swearing in the past, so I think they could beep it if need be. Yeah. Fucking hell, that was close. Yep. Yep, noted. I mean, they have an official stream as well, so I don't know what the stream delay is like on that one, though, so... Yeah. Oh, dear. There are a lot of skid marks on the tarmac there for turn 1.
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tyres.
I don't think it is, no. I don't even know if they've got a new team, so...
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Got a new strat on the MFD.
Okay, clear. Understood, copy
Oh
that.
god, they're saying to go slicks at the end of this lap. What? Are they mad? They're saying to go slicks now, which is weird. DRS enabled, yeah, it's time for slicks, mate. Yeah. I mean, if DRS has been enabled, then it must be dry enough to consider slicks. Yeah. I'm not sure, because some people have already pitted, so I don't know what their pace is going to be like. Because some people just came out onto the Kemmel straight at the back, so... Yeah.
Confirmed, we'll receive you
I'm
at
gonna
the end
go
of this
for it.
lap.
Yeah. Well, that was close. Okay, now that was close to entering the pits. Safety car. Oh, that's perfectly timed.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
By the time the safety car comes in, by the time the safety car comes back into the pits, mate, it will have stopped raining definitely. In fact, I think it just has.
The safety.
Yep. No, it's still spitting a little bit at the top of Adion, though, I can see. Yeah. I need to stick to the Delta, though, because the leader had already passed the pit exit by the time the safety car came out. Oh, shit. Someone slow down, slow down. Yeah, I'm looking good now. Because I can theoretically go to the end, so... If I win here, right, this will be my 7th win at Spa alone. Oh, shit. Exceeded Delta. Jesus Christ, this Delta does not want to behave itself. It keeps going up, down, side to side like a roller coaster. Yeah, I know, it's a bit stupid. can imagine a few folk ahead of me will almost certainly have to pit because there's a few ahead of me on inters. There's no way that they're going to stick it out on inters.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you
Yeah,
are too
teammate
fast.
is pitted.
Reduce
I
your
didn't even
pace.
know I had a teammate, to be honest. Yep. E6.
Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need
Yeah,
to
well,
close
as
to
I
within
said,
10
some of
car
them are
lengths
going to
the car
have to
ahead.
fucking pit again anyway. Once I come out of this next sequence of corners, I'm going to go into the pause menu and see what tyres everyone's on. Race director, soft, medium, soft, soft. Okay. Yeah, but you got to bear in mind that you got to bear in mind though that the tyre compound at fucking someone's been disqualified, by the way. Yeah, you got to bear in mind though that the mediums here might not necessarily be the same mediums that you use at fucking Spain. So this is why I prefer that they had the old system of tyre compounds, you know, different colours for different compounds and whatnot. I think you might have spun out on the pit exit and maybe it's just done him for blocking the pit exit, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, like that fucking ship that blocks the Suez Canal. I'll need to be careful on the first few laps going up Illusion Radion just until these tyres get some heat in them, but once that's happened I should be okay. Because although I do sometimes display great pace on a pad, one of the issues I do have with the pad is getting heat into the tyres after or during a safety car period. If I can't get the heat into the tyres well enough, it normally takes me 2, maybe 3 laps to get everything back up to temp. So that will be when I'm at my most vulnerable, I'd say. The medium runners might be able to get to the end, but the soft runners, no chance in hell. They're going to be dependent on another safety car, which I hope does not happen. I reckon the safety car will be in at the end of this lap.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The
Safety car
is
in this lap.
When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap. Green flag. Green flag? We're racing again. We're leading our teammate by 5.0 seconds.
Oh.
Yellow flag.
Okay.
The gap to the car behind is 1.9 seconds.
Just seen some front wing go flying.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. There's been an incident
Safety
on track,
car.
but officials
Fuck's
aren't looking
sake.
to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
I'm gonna have to switch to mediums now.
Complete, go now.
Well, mediums can get to the end easy from here, so... Just easier to not take the unnecessary gamble, I'd say, mate.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Still, could be worse.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car
Oh, that's
in
a
this
late
lap.
call.
Let's make
Fucking
sure those
hell.
tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
That's another fucking brilliant overtake right there, boy. And that's another good overtake. Holy shit. I just did 2 consecutive brilliant goated overtakes there. Oh, you should have seen that safety car restart lap there, mate. Fucking 3 positions gained. I am on fucking fire here, boys.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
I've had a brilliant fucking safety car restart. Look at P1's penalty stat. I'm going for it. Oh great, there's a fucking... Yep, safety
Drop your
car.
speed,
Fuck!
our version is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Oh, you know what I'm doing? Press softs. Yeah, if both those two in front of me box, I'm fucking going for it. And boxed. They're both boxed. Let's fucking do this. Ah, someone stayed out. Fuck's sake.
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit.
Yeah, that pit wall was so fucking tight, honestly. It's another one stayed out. Yeah, well, I'm a pad, didn't I, so... Although everyone ahead of me, apart from maybe one or two folk, are on very worn-out mediums. No, he's just ahead of me, but still. And the two ahead of me that have penalties are on... yeah, I can win this. I want to jinx it, obviously. Okay, so there's only one medium runner. What happened to the other medium runner that was ahead of me then? No, soft runner. What happened to the other guy, the other McLaren that pitted ahead of me? Hang on a minute. That McLaren that was leading has dropped all the way to P13. I think he had to have a wing change. I might have jumped him in the pits. Are we going to get a very early call or a very late call for the safety car to be in this lap again, or...? No, it looks like the safety car's staying out for one more lap. Let me just take the penalty situations of literally everyone from third upwards. Alright, so third has got a penalty. I think second has already served his penalty, and first has no penalty. I'm going to have to go on the assumption that third place has already served his penalty. Safety car will be in this lap is my guess. Yeah. As we come out of the first Stavolo corner into the second Stavolo.
Okay,
Yep,
let's get
in
ready
this
to
lap,
go
as
racing again.
predicted.
The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
He's leaving us very late to go here. Yeah, he's left that very late to go.
Gap
Oh,
to
no.
teammate behind
Not to
is 2.8 seconds.
Yeah. Not going for him up here. Because I think he was in AI, because I think he's disconnected or something. I'm gonna fucking send it. No, no. I'm gonna send it up the inside of the bus stop. I don't know. I'll have to find it and I'll fucking post it in the fucking chat after in the DRT server afterwards. Yeah, I know. I think I still need to fucking get past this Jack guy because I think he might end up slowing me down too much. I'm fucking going for it here.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Thank you. From 11th on the grid. I won't. Just got to get in that groove and stick with it. Yup.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Someone tells me I'm probably going to bag it at the end of this lap.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
DRS enabled. not quite within the window this lap, but I suspect I will be by the start of the next lap. Yep. I got this.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Just gotta hope I don't get another penalty because I'm one warning away from it, so... Right.
Green flag. This is your final lap of the race. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. We're leading our teammate by 10.8 seconds.
Ooh. Human. No, he was leading after the last safety car restart, mate. Yep. Just got to not fuck up the next 2 corners. I'm just going to save it for a squirt out of the final corner. Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Grazie ragazzi! Am I a bacon body man? Because I'm on a fucking roll! And now I've been invited to an interview. Yeah. Okay, bear with me, I'll just quickly get the link. Stream manager. Link to channel. Copy. And then SLR SEM in the SLR Discord. Let's see if I can even find you. Bear with me. SLR. Bear with me. Oh, that's alright then. Well, at least that means I don't have to try and find your name on the Discord because I couldn't find it.
But yes, enjoy some free viewers, Andrew.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, party audio is not working on the SLR stream, so I'm going to have to...
Twitch app done that glitch where you have to uninstall the app and reinstall it again just to get it to actually work. Hello, has everyone died or?
No, we're here.
No, okay, right, yeah. No, I think I think there's a glitch at the moment with the Twitch app on Xbox where if you do something, I don't know what, it then causes the game or the app. Shut up! There we go. Sorry, that was my Amazon speaker. I'm going to mute that. There we go.
This is an interesting party. This is a very interesting party.
Yeah, so like there's a glitch on the Twitch app on Xbox where if you do something, I don't know what it is that triggers it, but if it doesn't then include party audio, you need to uninstall the app and reinstall it on your console effectively. So.
Oh, I see. But anyway, let's get on with the interviews. Anyway, people watching the SLR stream, I'll shut that off now. Thank you all for watching, and join us later on potentially for Div 3, and then of course tomorrow for the McEwen division. But yes, now with a smooth transition, as my game's crashed, brilliant. To Andrew. Well, I'm going to start off with P3, which is Alpay. Well, yeah. I have to say, you gave us so much entertainment in the last couple of laps. Hakkinen Schumacher S double move on the penultimate lap, and then a move on Ale on the final lap to claim a podium. Yeah. So, how do you feel with that? That was certainly clutched that up firmly at the end to get the podium. How do you feel?
surprised. I was not expecting a podium, to be honest, considering I wasn't even there for the first 5 laps of the race, which is fun. And the game Pittsburgh to softs because I'm obviously unavailable in the first 5 laps. But yeah, it was great to finally get the podium, especially after Austria, where I got a penalty to bottle me a podium.
Yes, indeed, and well, certainly was a great drive to get that podium. And yeah, so how did you kind of manage with the safety cars and all of that? It certainly looked pretty hectic.
Pitted every single time to softs, just knew the softs could last at least 13 laps, so I just risked it.
Yes,
I was tempted to
and
stay out though, the last safety car, but my tyres were on 30%, so there was edging it a bit if they could make it. Plus, I'd be very slow, so
yeah, certainly made the right decision and made some great moves to claim that
yeah.
podium. Now on to Tuma for P2. Well, up until that last safety car, it pretty much looked like the race was won for you. But Spa League Racing Division 2, we got ourselves some very, very late action. We got ourselves that quite late safety car. Do you feel like you could have won that race? We saw how close it was, and we saw you put on mediums towards the end of the race. Was that strategic, or did the game potentially give you mediums by mistake? Because I can't help but thinking if you had the soft, maybe that gap could have been, maybe you could have won that race. It certainly was a pretty close one.
Yeah, the I mean, yeah, the whole session, as it were, from start to finish, was interesting. I felt like I grew in confidence as the race grew on, and really that enabled me to try and really just to have the ability to try and undo my mistake at the last safety car where I just blatantly forgot to put on softs. It was obviously the best tyre. It was only really up until the last two and a half laps that Andrew was catching me. Just that I feel a bit empty because I feel as though that's 7 points dropped, probably 8 actually, but. Yeah, I mean, fair play to Andrew. He's kept his nose clean. He's raced very well today and picked up the spoils. So, you can't say any fairer than that. And obviously, well done to Alpe as well. I think it was Alpe.
Cheers, you too.
Yeah. I feel a bit deflated inside. Just got to go away and work on a few bits, I guess. Make less mistakes and move on to the next one.
Well, I mean, other than of course the little penalty, and I mean, if it was simply just a case of 5/10ths the other direction and 100th of a second on your fastest lap, then you'd be here in a completely different mood. So. Very, very minor things in what was otherwise a very strong drive. And also, I mean, you have a little bit of a clip for the end of season montage of you spinning at the end of your pole position lap. So there's also that.
I saw that. As you say, the small margins make all the difference, and really that's the difference between winning and losing, really.
Yes, indeed, that is the reason for winning and losing, and it's very, very fine margins. But anyway, very gracious in defeat as always. So that's and yeah, on to the next week. So see how that one goes. And a very, very strong P2 anyway. Now on to Andrew. Well, as Tooman said, kept your nose clean, drove very, very well, and well, after winning your debut SLR race in Division 3 and being given the promotion to Division 2, you've won your debut Division 2 race. So. Well, firstly, I think that's an SLR first. I've never seen that myself. Secondly, how do you feel with this victory? Firstly, with that promotion, did you feel like it was ever possible at all that you could come close to winning this race? And then secondly, just in the race itself, kind of how are you kind of just feeling?
Well, with the promotion, I thought that obviously qualifying was going to be a bit more tricky because I've never exactly been good at like the single lap pace sort of thing. I've always been a bit of a bad qualifier, so to speak. So, like, I thought that like if I qualified so far down, then I'll probably struggle to even get in the top five sort of thing. And then obviously had that incident in qualifying with SLR Jack. I think it was he like there wasn't really anything either of us could do because like he sort of not binned it, but like he span out at the top of Radion. And basically, yeah, there was nothing I could do. I mean, I wasn't even going that fast. Like, I was definitely going slow because it was an in-lap for me sort of thing. And I just, yeah, there was no time to react, so I just went into the back of him, and unfortunately that got him a grid drop, unfortunately for him. So, like, if Jack is listening, then obviously sorry for that incident. But for the race, I was kind of a bit nervous at the start because wet weather driving is a bit rubbish for me as well, and I almost binned it off the start line. To be fair, I'm not sure if you saw my car off the start, but yeah, once I got the car sort of like where I needed it to be in terms of like the rear end stability, started making a couple of decent-ish overtakes in the wet period, and then obviously it dried up. And my initial plan was to go to hards to the end, providing there was no safety car, because I thought that everyone else might try and go either mediums or softs, meaning that they'd probably have to make another pit stop if there was no safety car. But obviously quite a lot of safety cars happened, and I just had to keep reacting to them and hope that I didn't lose too much time. And then obviously after that last safety car period, started catching Tumen a bit. I was starting to worry within the last two laps if he was going to be able to slip out of the penalty window, because I could feel the softs starting to deteriorate a bit. So I did think he was probably going to get me. So I was quite surprised when I saw as I crossed the line that it bumped me up to P1, but still a podium on my debut, whether it be a win or even just P3, would probably be a very good result considering that it's my debut in this tier. And Tumen, like, don't be so like hard on yourself. You ran a great race, man. It's just unfortunate that you had that penalty, unfortunately, because if there was no penalty there, then you would have easily won that, because I didn't have anything to catch up to attempt any overtakes or anything. So,
cheers, boss. That's class. Thank you.
Class, and I mean class on the track and class off it by the sounds of it. But yeah, I mean, really fascinating race, and yeah, congratulations on your victory. Obviously, played your cards right all session, kept clean, and got the victory. And congratulations for your first victory in Division 2. And now continuing your odd record of, I believe, being, unless there's someone else who's also raced only one or two races, who's won every race, but potentially being the only SLR driver at the moment who's got a 100% win record in every single race you've attended. So that's a little bit of a fun one that you can try to keep up next week, I guess. And yes, on to Netherlands next week.
Netherlands. That one's going to be a bit of a trickier one for me, because if I don't get the qualifying right, then it's going to be quite hard to make any moves up the pack, because obviously Netherlands is quite a difficult track to overtake on.
It's going to be about 3 safety cars anyway. So going by today, if Spa brings out that many safety cars, Netherlands probably will as well with the curbs there.
Yeah, but now you've said that, you've commentator cursed it, so now there's going to be 0 safety cars.
But anyway, yes. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all for watching once again, though. And yes, congratulations to the podium once again, and please join us again for more SLR races. Good night from myself, and yes, and yeah, good night via Andrew's stream as well. A little bit of an impromptu thing, but we've made it work.